Wow. Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at a very special model. A model that I've been on the fence for so long it would be difficult for even the Mechanicus to remove all of the splinters. And that is my unboxing of the Acastas Knight Asterius. Oh, it's in this big box. Hopefully you can see it. It's a big thing to fit into the shot. One of these bad boys will set you back £347. You heard me right. This thing is more expensive than the smallest Titan, than a Warhound Scout Titan. I know, before you all chip in the comments, but super, what about the weapons? With the weapons, the Warhound is more expensive. Okay, you got me. But ask yourself, how many parts does a Vulcan Mega Bolter have? There we are. Let's unbox this because it's a long time coming and the poses on Forge World's website are just awful. If you want to see some good poses, just type in Acastas Knight Asterius into Google, and some other people's poses that they put this thing in are amazing. I admit that when I first saw this model, I thought, what on earth is going on? I just couldn't get on with the proportions. But now I've grown to love those proportions. So let's rip and tear. Found a small knife just lying around. I mean, I know, right? Oh, God, he's doing left hand and right hand ambidextrous, this guy. He's mental. If you buy an Acastas Knight, like a Porphyrion, or an Asterius, or a Mastodon, or even a Primaris super heavy tank, a Asterius, it will come in a Titan box, complete with dust. This is how many they sell of the Asterius. I mean, crikey, that is going to ruin my evening. It's a good job I'm not going to be touching my face after touching this black soot. Right, so let's take this very, very dusty box off and out. And have a look what you get. Well, you get this, I call it the midnight edition of the Titan box right here, because of just, this is terrible, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not wearing a three-piece suit or anything, but okay, yeah, look at that, that's terrible. Right, so let's unbox this, and hopefully the parts inside are fine. But yeah, I don't think they sell many of these at all. They might discontinue them, you know. I don't think they ever melt them down for parts or anything, but there we go. This is, this is my dustiest Titan box. Right, okay, not too bad. Okay, old bags, really old bags. I wonder just how old this kit is. I'm hunting for it, guys. Here it is. This will tell us somewhere deep in the middle of the jungle. Oh, there it is. Just peeping out. Wow. Oh my Lord. Apparently this kit has been inspected by Sophie Turner on the 11th of March 2019. Yes, you read that correctly. This is over 2 years old. This is vintage, mature mature soot there, dust, for over 2 years. Been sat there on a shelf in the Forge World warehouse. Press F for all of the other Asteriuses that they have not sold yet. Maybe they will be sold in another 2 years. Who knows? But it's very interesting to find out when these things were made. There's not an error. This model was literally made over 2 years ago and has just been sat there. I wonder how many they've got there and how many they made and how popular they thought it would be. But let's go through all of these bags, and one bag at a time, one hag at a time. So, got our little area. These are the old 412 bags. Nothing wrong with them. I actually prefer them because there's less of the resin warning sticker, and you can see all the way through to the bottom. So, wow, look at the size of those beauties. Talk about a gun show. That is huge. And then you've got a long shaft at the end as well to wrestle with. Big slippage there. Not so much there, that's good. That's fine, that's okay. It's good that there's no slippage on the joint. Now, how does this one compare? Same story, this is where they're going to have the slippage. I like the rivets. Look at these are going to be a pain, absolute pain to clear up. Wow, I have got my work cut out for me with this kit, much more than the melter cannon for the Reaver Titan. Each one of these is going to have to be put a knife in and filed on this side. Yeah, I mean, they're going to look cool, these casings, when they're finished, but a lot of preparation, and you get 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? The Emperor of Mankind. You've got this, which I guess is like one of the sides. Quite an odd piece to have in this bag, but there we go. Next bag, please. I think we've got the tips in here. Oh, nice hips. Well, this is the base. I think it can go that way, and that will go in the hip joint. This is broken, but that's fine. There's a little bit of glue on there, bit of filing, sort it out. Slippage along there, that's nasty. That one, no slippage, okay. Oh wow, look at these shoulders. Wow, big shoulders. It's a nice piece, can't see any blemishes there. This one, likewise, they've done a good job with these shoulders. Like it. I think this is the hood, I want to say. Nice rivets on there. You've got these pistons, one of them is just broken free, which is fine. You've got these. Not sure whether these go on the rear of those weapons. Got these caps as well. Ah, these must be the conversion beamer tips. Bit of cleaning up to do on those. They're nice and pointy. And a few gates with cable bundles on. Just glancing over at the number of parts and bags for this kit, it's mind-blowing. There's many more parts than I expected. More than a Warhammer Titan. More than a Porphyrion. Look at this, nice flat piece of armour there. Bit of, this is what you don't want. You don't want these sections here where the releasing agent has kind of become one or stuck onto the resin piece itself. That will not come off with scrubbing, no matter what you use. You're going to have to cut that off with a knife and file it off, because paint is not going to stick to that. You've got these caps, not quite sure where they go to. Oh, you got one of the legs, so one of the thighs. That is slightly annoying, but it will be covered with an armour plate. But the rivets look very nice. Yeah, that looks cool. Got another one as well. Again, slippage in the same area. More caps, more discs. These, which are the mortar rounds, I think they are, because it's got a Crackness mortar launcher. Radiation tipped warheads, very nasty. Some leg armour, left and right, they're quite nice. Oh, and some more mortar shells. Okay, what's in this bag? This is quite a beefy one. Some heavy parts in here. Okay, look at these shoulder pauldrons. Massive, massive, massive shoulder pauldrons. Huge. I like the cog teeth. They're doing a good job there. Usually you get some slippage in the middle of the grooves. There's a bit of extra there, but other than that, I'm quite happy. Yeah, no, that just came off. That's great. So there you go. That says R for right, L for left. So I guess we're going to do it like that, are we? Okay. Now, other extra bits and pieces here. You've got some kind of joint there, maybe for one of the weapons. Another one. Just guessing with these things. Haven't looked at the instructions, maybe I should have looked at them first. You've got these, which are the supports for the toes. I remember those on the Porphyrion, so you get a number of those. You get a nice little pilot chair. The most annoying part about this, if you're going to put it in that, is cutting this flash, because they've got it on the Titan chairs as well. Cutting this flash here so that it just contains the lever, because you want to get rid of that, but you're trying to do that without going all the way through is yeah, difficult. Oh, you've got the front command console, what the pilot will see. I kind of always wished it would be a lot more like Titanfall, where the screens would just go around the whole person, or maybe they didn't have any screens at all and they were just interlinked with all of the mechanisms, but maybe there's a little bit of that going on too. Some more caps, some braces, some piston holders and cables. We're building up quite a graveyard there of little bits of flash. Only a few bags left to go though, guys. So in this bag, wow, getting the feet, so they'll just plonk down. You can put the rest of the leg in there and the toes that jut out. These look like I think they're the shoulder mounts. Not quite sure on them. It's an interesting piece. I guess that's maybe inside or the rear. That's definitely one of the side pieces. This is the groin kind of armour. You've got more supports for the arm weapons. Wow, look at these exhausts. Whoa, they're huge, aren't they? The exhausts have even got roll bars on them. Amazing. Something's broken off here, but I think it was just this. Or something else that I have not found yet. More supports, more caps, and the head. So this is the big head. It's massive. Look at the size of that, guys. That is a big head. It's weighty. I think it's bigger than the Porphyrion head. Lots of detail in there. Looks amazing. Really, really like the look of that. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at this Carapace. It's a single piece with in a load of bubble wrap. This thing is huge. Look at the size of that. Wow. That's amazing. That's massive, isn't it? It's huge. It's going to be one big night. They're about the same size as a Warhound anyway. Bit of extra bit there that's going to be a pain to remove. The other side seems all right. There's a bit of slippage at the back. Not too bad. That's very well done, and that is lovely. That's come out well, and so have all the rivets. Overall, it's not too bad, that one. That's the piece I was worrying about the most, because your eyes would be drawn to that. 3 more bags. Wonder what's inside this bag. Right, well, all the toes and the shins. So these will go in, yeah, so basically the shins and the knees, they'll slot into the feet, and the toes are right here. Now these toes are, I think, exactly the same as what you get for the Porphyrion. Don't think there's any difference with these, but of course I will be able to compare them during the review. These armour plates, right here, more toes, more cabling, that's interesting, whatever that is. And these as well. Never seen these pieces before. Ah, got the Volkite weapons. Look at them, amazing, nice and ribbed for your pleasure. Oh, lovely ribbed. Yeah, and these are its like point defense weapons, these Volkite weapons. Crazy, right? You got some armor plates there. A selection of them. I guess that just goes on the back, maybe. We should have another selection of them. I guess they're in another bag somewhere, but anyway, that's that bag. This one right here. Ooh, not too many parts in this. These look like more of the conversion beamer coils. Wow, that looks so cool. There's a bit of slippage in there though, and in there, but yeah, and along there. Got to be careful with them. These are going to need a bit of a clean up, but some cables, cable bundles. There's going to be a lot of cables coming off all these weapons. Mechanicum are quite crude when it comes to this. Efficiency over aesthetics. And look at those big weapon plugs. Wow. Some armour bracing and a couple of couplings. Final bag, guys. Are you ready? Show me what you got. Oh, this is probably the most interesting bag, I think, maybe. So you've got some side. Oh wow. Okay. So you've got this area here, which is where this goes in. I think probably the other way. I'm sure that goes in somewhere like that, maybe, possibly, who knows. But either way, this is where that massive head will go, where it'll jut it out. It's not kind of covered like the Porphyrion is. This right here is the hips. Quite small hips, aren't they, when you consider? You know, much smaller than the larger chunk of resin that is the Warhound or even the Warlord. Then you've got a lovely power plant. Plenty of detail on that with some venting and some pipe work. There's even some rivets on the top end. This is the other armour section piece, which I was a bit concerned about just a moment ago, but that goes on the rear. You get these two leg piece armours. These two pieces of leg armour. Slightly different to the Porphyrion. These are the sides of the main body, and then a couple more pieces of leg armour, I believe. And then this was just where the leg armour was connected. So that's all the pieces. Let's have a look at this instruction guide before we go. I know this unboxing's taken a while, but it's an expensive model and I wanted to take a fair bit of time going through each individual part. So it says, not suitable for children under 15 years of age. Warning, resin dust can be harmful if inhaled. Always wear a dust mask or respirator when sanding or sawing resin parts. I always do in the live streams if you see me build any of these kits. Yes, that's the exploded view. That is the money shot. That is beautiful. We've got 89 individual specific parts there. Some of them have multiples. You're more likely looking at 153 parts in total. I know this because I've just counted them. So it starts off with the foot, which is a bit mean if you want to put it in a certain pose. So I would clean everything to do with the legs, the hips, the feet, the toes, and then worry about the pistons and things afterwards. And then attach all of the toe pistons, then the cabling, Armour plates, I'd leave off as many armour plates as you can, because you want to spray or airbrush the skeleton of the knight separately and then add the plates on later on. Carapace looks to be quite straightforward to put together. Again, I'd leave off this top Carapace armour and paint that separate. This is the Caractacus mortar assembly, where you're putting in 3 sets of, well, 2 sets of 5 and 1 set of 4 mortar racks in there. Then you've got the Volkite culverin assemblies and the rear frame. Again, you want to have that separate. So there's plenty of sub-assemblies in this kit. And then you've got the conversion beam cannon assembly. Wow, they've dedicated, let's face it, 3 full pages for the beam cannon assembly. And that's what it will look like when it's completed, but not in that boring pose. I'll have it in a way better, cooler pose, and I can't wait to show you it on this channel. So I will go away and wash all of these resin pieces, give them a really good soak in the bath, and leave them to dry for about a day, and get back to you with the finished kit. What do you guys think of the Acastas Knight Asterius? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.